midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Dixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Dixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard. line.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Dixon complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Red, 60 out wide. Hey, pick your game up. And go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And blocked down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On the set. Cool, right there. 54 Mike. All day, dog. Ready, go.
Now the first carry here for Philip. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Second and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Running out of the gun with Dixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Mike 56. Mike's 50.
Hey, Mike 7.
Where we go? 56 to Mike. 56 to
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
61, match box, right.
Switch.
Go. Forward, Tokyo. Hey, Haywood.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
To throw, it's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Mike 56. Mike's 56.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Record.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd down now, it's Lenzen. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
set, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth
We're
down.
scoreless after one.
It's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This is fielded at the goal line. A little juke, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened
there.
You
think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
74, 74.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Dixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You got 3 down.
Now it's Dixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's coming. We got double up.
A run by Dixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
82.
Now wins. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wentz going to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Hey, box truck.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Broncos,
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flies. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready, break. Tight end right.
Looking to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Dorsett. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Let's go.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Set. 430 base. Let's go. Daily weapon. Daily weapon. Ready, go.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
60 outlaw. Let's get some penetration.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Better bring it.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Back. Straight 15. Bravo.
Now Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Sunday. 56. Let's go. 7. Hey, Orbit.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Wentz now to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. They'll run it with Dixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Now on 1st, Dixon again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Sunday.
56. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
Sunday. 14, 82, 14.
Jim. Mike 56. Mike 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, open man, Arcega-Whiteside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Don't let it breathe, defense.
Lock it. Exit. Undercrunch. Lock it. Set. Go.
He'll look to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
first and 10 at the 36-yard
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Let's go, defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And Woods has it complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4. We got 4. Watch the eye.
General. Flash. Rock. Go. Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Ready. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Airing it out deep for Woods. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Looking for Woods that time. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They'll run on first down. It's Dixon, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy?
Sunday! Man 5-7.
Shift. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
6 man. Check curls.
And that'll set him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On first down, Dixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second down. Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is a 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number one receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Dixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a handoff right side. It's Dixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on first down. It's Dixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the ship. 25, check 25, check 25.
They'll run with Dixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Two times. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that